Hey guys, welcome back. How are you? I hope you are good and doing well. In the last lecture of our DSA series, we discussed about the destructive and non-destructive methods in Ruby, and we implemented bubble sort in two different ways. Okay, now in this lecture, we will discuss about the types of sorting. When you think about data structure and algorithms, you must know the terms like in place sorting and not in place sorting or out of place sorting. Okay, so these are two different sorting techniques that we use in the data structure, that is in place sorting and not in place sorting. Now let's take a brief intro of each sorting technique. So a in place sorting algorithm is one that sorts the input array or data structure directly using only a constant amount of extra memory, typically order 1. Okay, in this case, no additional data structures like array or list are used for storing the immediate results, and the input array itself is modified during the sorting process. Okay, and in place sorting is ideal for memory constrained environments where modifying the input is acceptable. Okay, and let's say you have some shortage of or some restriction on the memory usage, then you should go with the in place sorting technique. Okay, so that you can utilize the available memory environment or the memory storage and memory space, and you can avoid using the duplicating data and so on. Okay, now let's talk about not in place sorting. So a not in place sorting technique or the out of place sorting creates a separate copy of the input data structure or uses additional memory for immediate results during the sorting process. Okay, the original input remains unchanged. A not in place sorting is better when preserving the original input is essential, or when using sorting algorithms that inherently require additional memory. Okay, so what we can understand by that, preserving the original input is essential, that let's say you have an array, okay, and you want to sort it. So if you use in place sorting technique, what it will do, that it will sort the result and update the given array or the provided array with the sorted result. Okay, so it will change the actual array as well. Okay, but using not in place sorting technique, what we can do, that we can achieve the sorted result as well, but we can avoid changing the original array or original list of data set that we want to sort. Okay, now let's look at the implementation of our bubble sort implementation. Okay, so let me go to the class. So here you can see that we implemented two bubble sort method for sorting an array. Okay, and here one is destructive and other one is non-destructive. Okay, so let's suppose a case that you are in an interview and the interviewer asked you to find out which bubble sort method that you can see on the screen, so that which bubble sort method is implementing the in place bubble sort and which one is implementing the not in place bubble sort, then what will be your answer in this case? So you can see that we have two bubble sort method here. It is the bubble sort which is using the temporary variable by duplicating or cloning the original list. Okay, and the other one is which is the destructive method. It is also performing the bubble sort, but it is modifying the actual array. Okay, so, as we discussed about the in-place sorting initially, it does not require the additional space or data structure to sort the given list or array. And based on this definition, we can say that this bubble sort with exclamation mark, I mean, this destructive method is providing or sub implementing the in-place bubble sort. Okay, why? Because here you can see that we are iterating through the original list and we are performing the sorting on this original list, and we are modifying the original list as well. Okay, so here no additional data structure is required to sort to this array, so that's why you can see that this is the in place sorting. Okay, on the other hand, in this bubble sort you can see that here we are using a temporary list or a temporary array by duplicating the actual list or the original list. Okay, so it is not in place. Why? Because it requires an additional data structure to perform the sort. Okay, and it will not change the actual array or the original array. So, okay, so that's why this bubble sort is not in place. Okay, and this is in place. Let me add a comment here as well. So let's say not in place, and this is the in place. Okay, now, the next question can be asked to you, that when you should you should choose the in place implementation and when to opt for not in place or out of place implementation. Okay, so you must answer that if the requirement is strictly sort in place. Okay, I mean modifying the same array in memory, the original array must be altered. If you want to sort without changing the original, it is by definition not in place on the original array. Okay, so and by the way, bubble sort is considered as in place sorting by default. Okay, so it is fine if it is modifying the original array while sorting it. Okay, so this is the default behavior of the bubble sort. Okay, why? Because bubble sort, selection sort, or insertion sort, these sorting algorithms are considered as the in place sorting algorithm, same as quick sort. Okay, so it is fine if you are modifying the actual list while sorting it, so it is fine. Okay, but I showed you two different ways to implement the bubble sort. So based upon the requirement, you can opt for and you can go for any implementation. Okay, so that's all for this. I hope you like this. Here we discussed in detail that what is in place sorting technique and what is not in place sorting technique. Okay, however, bubble sort is by default supposed to be an in place sort. Okay, and it is in place. So this and this answer you can provide that when to implement bubble sort technique as not in place. Okay, so here we discussed that thing. Okay, so I hope you like that. So thanks for watching this and we will meet into the next lecture. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care and stay safe.